and you can work with your neighbors, especially if there's a component there,
And
which
that's
is
not
about socializing.
hard. It's not hard. It's easy to implement.
And we need to highlight buildings where they're doing terrific stuff, and there are some. Equally, we have to highlight the buildings where there's zero waste diversion. That just shouldn't happen.
Well, especially with the ZIBI, that is the whole foundation, trying to create an entire development that's going to be carbon neutral, right? Is it carbon neutral?
They're going to be carbon neutral, and they're going to be zero waste. Zero carbon, zero waste.
And what is that called again? The one planet?
One planet. So they're following one planet, which is the toughest environmental standard to reach. So it's very impressive.
Phenomenal. Imagine we can get all developments going forward with a one planet kind of framework.
Well, I think the thing is that it creates a premium space in the market. And, my goals are simple here. We've got buildings in the downtown core built before 1985, before we had any kind of energy standards, that leak energy. And there's no point in leaking energy. That's that directly connects to greenhouse gas emissions, and it shouldn't happen.
And we should care. We're paying for this energy. So
we're paying, and our grandchildren are going to pay for it in terms of climate change effects.
Absolutely.
So for me, downtown, I don't need to have a one planet living downtown. What I need is for all the buildings to meet a baseline. So one of the most important things coming forward is going to be mandatory disclosure of energy performance. So when you go to buy a building, the information about how much energy that building uses will be public. If you go to lease that space, that information will be public. And for me, it'll be public so that I can advocate to have buildings improved, because I can say, you're using twice as much energy per square foot as your next door neighbor. That needs to stop.
And as well, the public to know, especially if they're government buildings, to talk to their MPs and go, this is something important. It's not just run-of-the-mill business as usual. We do have to, we have to take onus on ourselves to change this world and do things a lot better.
Well, that actually reminds me of something that's a really important point. The federal government in the last 9 years has really been disconnected from the city of Ottawa, has not contributed to building city goals, has not helped us out, and I'm hoping that the new government will.
Yes.
So it's just the little things, like where do we place people? We've got situations where people who have been commuting to downtown Ottawa from Orleans regularly, both mom and dad are both on the bus. Suddenly, one parent has been thrown out to Nortel campus or even farther because it works for the government. It doesn't work for city building. And I really want to see the federal government be active participants in building a better Ottawa.
Not just Ottawa, with their public service, view the public servants as people that are trying to change the country just like they are. So
absolutely.
I do hope to see that as well. And it was good news seeing it this week with the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who wants to retrofit and make his home at 24 Sussex, which is in need of major upgrades. I'm hearing 10 million, which is a lot. But they want to take a stance on making it very green and energy efficient and all that kind of. And I think that's a good thing, because if you're bringing representatives from around the world, it's a better talking point than pointing to. I don't know. It's stuff that's not. I like to be proud of stuff where you're making the world a little better, so it reflects Canadians and Canada's views and what we're striving to go for. So. But thanks so much, Don. Where can people sign up to volunteer? Are you looking for volunteers?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you? What would the volunteers do? What do you need them to do? Where can people find you? Is there a newsletter that people can join?
Yes, and yes. So it's www.ottawaecodistrict.org. We're also Twitter. We're at OTT_ecodistrict. On the website, there is a way for people to just go and get our newsletter. There's also a way for you to volunteer. You can call or email me directly and get involved. We promote all of our events through our newsletter, and we've got a lot of really good content on the website. We work hard to try to blog about many things that are positive and environmental messages. So,
what would volunteers be doing?
We'd like to get the volunteers involved in some of the grassroots campaigns, the scavenger hunt that I was talking about, running the Environment Day, running the local beer friendlies, and then we've got a few other projects that really are contingent on having volunteers. There's some festivals that we'd like to do, some other things. So if you're interested and especially if you have an idea, come with us. We'll match you up with it, and we'll enable you to do good.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much. Thanks, Don. We're just going to quickly go over some events this weekend. Do you have a big weekend? You got the Halloween. Big weekend ahead?
The big weekend for me is getting my ringette team downtown, and through a ice-breaking opportunity, I coach ringette.
There you go.
They're all teenagers, and it's hard to keep them under control. So that's my big
Well,
big
that's
weekend.
going to be a good one. If you're not doing that this weekend, there's some interesting things tonight. Making it grain at Dominion City Brewery. They're going to be changing the Dominion City Brewery into a restaurant. So, of course, Kyle and Chef LaSalle, who have been on our show before, will be there. And then, of course, Josh McJanick and the boys from Dominion City, who have been on the show, will be there. Sadly, I cannot make that, but I will be going to another event. Don't worry, it's food-related at the Red Apron tonight, which we'll be talking about sustainable food. So that's going to be a good event tonight. I'll try to bring Don out to that. Of course, Ottawa Food and Wine Show 30th anniversary is coming out Friday. So many things going on Friday. You got Schmooze Fest Friday at the Horticulture Center. I will be one of the people to know, crazy enough, but hey, it's all good. Nature Nocturne at the Museum of Nature, Bug Edition, art battles going on. On Saturday, you got 613 Flea, so it's a big flea market at the Arboretum, or the Aberdeen Pavilion. You have the OC Transpo sale, so I've left about 5 million umbrellas on an OC bus, so maybe I can get some back. You have DNA Presents is having a huge show at the EY Center, Hip Hop Halloween at the Elmdale. There's no shortages of parties going on, so it's going to be a great weekend.
Yep.
Give that a check mark. Next week, we have Dylan Black, who is an excellent advocate for charities in the city, an awesome broadcaster, and introduced Bill Burr at Blues Fest, which was very interesting. We're going to listen to one more song from the Tackies. This is Don't Wanna Say, and hopefully you can join us next week. I hope my co-host is back next week, putting out some fires, I guess, today. We'll have a great week, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Come on, let's talk about it. I don't want you over. Yes, I wanna talk about it. You don't wanna. Oh, come on, let's talk about it. Over and over. Oh, I wanna say, you don't stay. You can't take me serious this time. Oh, I wanna play. You wanna say, oh, baby, don't you love me? Baby, love me, yeah. Oh, you don't talk about it. You don't wanna. Oh, come on, let's talk about it. It feels like it's over. Yes, I wanna talk about it. I wanna say it. Oh, come on, let's talk about it. I don't wanna. Over my own time. I said over my own time. I said over my own time. You'd like me to die. Oh, you don't talk about it. You don't wanna. Oh, come on, let's talk about it. It feels like it's over. You don't want me to love you, baby. No, you don't want me to hurt yourself. Oh, don't spill me over. I want you to love. I want you to love. You know I won't change for you. Please don't leave me. I want you. Oh, I wanna say, you don't stay. You can't take me serious this time. Oh, I wanna say, this time. Oh, I wanna say, you wanna say, oh, baby, don't you love me? Don't you love